and you're about to die. The silverback's hand is around your throat. You can't breathe, you can't scream, and the worst part? You chose this fight. Let me take you back. 20 minutes ago, you were just a chimpanzee living your life in the forests of Central Africa. You're not small. At 120 pounds of lean muscle, you're one of the most dangerous animals in this jungle. You've hunted monkeys through the canopy, ripped them apart with canine teeth that grow up to 1.5 inches long. You're fast, swinging through trees at 25 miles per hour. You're smart. You use tools, plan attacks, solve problems. But 20 minutes ago, you made a choice that's about to teach you what real power looks like. You crossed into gorilla territory. It's a humid morning. You're foraging with two other males when you smell it. Figs, ripe, sweet. Perfect figs just beyond the ridge. But there's another scent. Heavy, territorial. Gorilla. Your companion hoots nervously, backing away. He knows better. But you're hungry, you're confident, and honestly, you're feeling yourself today. You won the fight with Kevin last week. Yeah, Kevin, that punk from the neighborhood troop. So what's a gorilla? Just a bigger, slower chimp, right? Wrong. So incredibly, catastrophically wrong. You move forward, chest puffed out. Spoiler alert, you're not even the king of this particular tree. When you hear it, thump, 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 chest beating, close, too close, and suddenly all that confidence, it just evacuates your body faster than you can say bad life choices. He emerged from the underground like a living mountain. A silverback stands 6 feet tall, but it's the width that terrifies you. His shoulders are broader than 3 chimpanzees combined. His arms are thicker than your entire torso. He weighs 430 pounds, 3 times your weight in pure weaponized muscle. Scientists have measured gorilla muscle fibers. They're longer and more denser, packed than any primate on Earth. You just realized you're not fighting Kevin anymore. This guy looks like he bench presses trees for fun, which, by the way, he kind of does. His eyes lock onto yours, and if eyes could talk, his would be saying, "Really? You thought this was a good idea? You should run, but your pride won't let you. You've got an audience. Your 2 companions are watching from behind a tree, probably taking mental notes. Remember when Dave tried to fight a silverback? Classic Dave. You bare your teeth. You scream your best intimidating scream. The gorilla doesn't flinch. He just looks tired, like this is the 3rd chimpanzee this week who thought they were tough. He rises to his full height and beats his chest, a thunderous drum roll that echoes through the forest at frequencies of 40 to 70 hertz, announcing his presence in everything within half a mile. It's at this point you realize you've made a huge mistake. He's giving you one chance. Leave now and live. But you've already screamed. You've already postured. Backing down now would be, oh wait, backing down now would mean you get to live. Why didn't you think of that 5 seconds ago? Too late. His lips curl back, revealing canines twice the size of yours. 2-inch daggers. He charges. 20 miles per hour, 430 pounds accelerating toward you. Your brain has exactly one thought. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. You leap into the canopy. Your arms can pull with a force exceeding 800 pounds. This is your domain. Up here, The gorilla slams into the tree trunk. The entire tree shudders. You think you're safe. You're literally clinging to a branch, trying to remember every good decision you've ever made. The list is surprisingly short. Then he grabs the tree trunk and shakes. Studies show silverbacks can lift and throw objects weighing over 1,800 pounds. He's literally shaking you out of the sky like you are a coconut. A really stupid, overly confident coconut. You leap to an adjacent tree. Behind you, the gorilla follows. He's not rushing. He's just walking like he's got all day. Gorillas can travel 16 miles a day through dense forest. They're built for endurance. You're a sprinter. Your muscles are already burning. Then you make a mistake. Well, another mistake. You misjudge a branch's strength. It snaps. You fall 15 feet and hit the ground hard. Stars explode across your vision. You hear the footsteps, heavy, deliberate. You roll onto your back, and there he is, blocking out the sun. And you think, maybe I should have just eaten berries today. His hand comes down. Those fingers, each one thicker than your wrist, close around your left arm. You do the only thing you can. You attack. You claw at his face. You sink your canines into his forearm with all 1,300 psi of chimpanzee bite force. You draw blood. For one beautiful, stupid moment, you think you might actually hurt him. Then he roars. The sound resonates in your chest, rattles your teeth. It's a sound that has sent leopards running. Up close, it's a physical force. He lifts you off the ground with one arm. You're 120 pounds, and he holds you at arm's length, like you're a mildly annoying action figure. Then he slams you into the earth. The world goes white. Pain explodes everywhere. He lifts you again, slam. A third time, slam. A fourth. At some point during slam number 3, you have an out-of-body experience. Even from that perspective, you think, wow, I really messed up. By the fourth impact, your vision is blurred. You taste blood. You hear something crack, one of your ribs. He releases you, and you crumple like a broken doll that made terrible life choices. He grabs your leg and drags you across the rough ground, through thorns and over roots. This is what silverbacks do. They don't just defeat threats, they humiliate them. They make examples. Finally, he stops. He beats his chest one final time. A victory display. Then he walks away. Just walks away, like you're not even worth finishing. Somehow, that's the most insulting part. You lie there, barely able to breathe. Each inhalation sends knives of pain through your shattered ribs. Your left arm is useless. Blood trickles everywhere, but you're alive. Gorillas, despite their incredible power, are not killers by nature. The silverback proves his point. You're no longer a threat, you're a cautionary tale. You're the what not to do instructional video. You see him in the distance with his family. A female grooms his arm where you bit him. A minor wound. Juveniles play nearby, completely unconcerned. To them, this was barely an interruption. To you, it was the worst part of your entire day. Your companions approach cautiously, helping you to your feet. They don't say anything, but you can feel the judgment. The walk back will take hours. Every step is agony. But you'll survive. Your bones will heal, though never quite the same. Your pride, that might take longer. 3 months later, you're foraging again. You're thinner, still recovering. Your left arm doesn't have quite the same strength. You've become that guy in the troop everyone references for bad decisions. Don't be like Dave. Dave fought a gorilla. The troop comes across a ridge, and once again, you smell it. Figs. And underneath that heavy, unmistakable musk, gorilla territory. Your companions look at you, waiting. For exactly half a second, you consider it. The figs smell really good, but then your ribs twinge. Your arms ache, and your brain finally makes a smart decision. You turn and lead them to the opposite direction without a word. One of the young chimps asks, "What about the figs?" You just shake your head. Trust me, there's always other figs. Some boundaries aren't meant to be crossed, some battles aren't meant to be fought. And some figs aren't worth getting turned into a chimpanzee pancake. You've learned what raw power really means. You've touched the mountain and learned that mountains don't move. You do, preferably in the opposite direction, quickly. In the jungle's hierarchy, gorillas sit at a level all their own, not because they're aggressive, but because when conflict finds them, there's only ever one outcome. You carry the lesson in every healed bone, every faded scar. You hear it sometimes in the distance, that distinctive chest beating, and every time you hear it, you remember, and you go literally anywhere else. You remember what it feels like to fight a gorilla as a chimpanzee. It feels like learning respect the hard way. It feels like regret. It feels like pain. But mostly, it feels really, really stupid. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe for more just like this. Also, don't forget to comment who you would like to see fight next. See you in the next one.